It is hot in here. Welcome to the relentless diet program, ATL 19. It's called Sweat Off 20. How many of you with me? Oh man, we're going to have a good time tonight. And listen, this weekend's about change. It's about growth. It's about everything you've ever dreamed of. It's about everything you've ever wanted, all the things you never knew you would want until you got here. And it just came alive on the inside of you. And if you're like me, there's a lot of nervous stomachs in this room. Scared that this moment of greatness might pass you by. The stage is so full of RVPs and ring wearers and diamond earners, and the momentum is here, and what we fought for is here, and that it might pass you, that you might be here but not be swept away in the moment and in the momentum, and that greatness might pass you by. And see, there's a lot of things you're going to get out of this weekend. There's a lot of things you're going to get. A lot of takeaways, a lot of nuggets. It's going to be incredible and life-changing and thought-provoking. And you're going to laugh, and you're probably going to cry, and you're going to go and you're going to experience so many things. But if you want to make a lasting change out of this weekend, if you want to come back 2 years from now, a totally different place, a totally different person, a totally different level, you're going to have to leave with one thing. With one thing above all else, above the experience, above all those emotions, you're going to have to leave with commitment. You're going to have to leave with commitment. I saw this guy. I don't know who he is, but he posted on Primerica Facebook group, just put my vehicle for sale to fund our trip to Atlanta. I'm so psyched. This probably is the most insane thing I've ever done. I look forward to being an incredible walking agent when I get back. I don't even know what he's saying. He doesn't even know what he's saying. Other than he just put his car up for sale so that he could get here, to be a part of this moment, to be in an environment of change. And let me ask you, do you want it that bad? Are you willing to do that? See, listen, it's not sometimes the people that have the most, it's the people who have the least but are willing to give the most. Do you see? And there's a lot of you in this room, you sacrificed to be here. You took time off to be here. You're paying babysitters to be here. So listen, you better be here the next 3 days. You better come for what you came for. You better take home what you came to get. And guys, commitment changes everything. Commitment changes everything. So you must go through the struggle on the way to success. It's what makes you strong enough to bear the weight of leadership and influence. And guys, listen, it's not always going to be easy, but commitment is the bridge that allows you to cross the chasm, whatever it might be. Whatever setbacks, whatever you think you're not enough of, it's the commitment that gets you through to the other side, that gets you through to those better days. It says there's a difference between interest and commitment. When you're interested in doing something, you do it only when the circumstances permit. When you're committed to something, you accept no excuses, only results. Les Brown said this. He said, I don't think that as a participant in life that you cannot be committed. You either committed to mediocrity or you committed to greatness, but you're committed to something tonight. And the question is, what will you leave here committed to? What you came here committed to no longer matters. It's about what you leave here committed to. Vince Lombardi said this. He said the quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavor. See, the size of our commitment, guys, the size of our commitment creates the size of our impact. Those who are committed most, those who are committed deepest, have the largest impacts. Their lives ripple the farthest. See, total commitment brings total freedom. And we live in a commitment-adverse society today. You don't want to be committed to anything. Not an employer, not a not a spouse, not anything. And yet they're the most unhappy and unfulfilled and wandering generation in the history of the world. Because God made us to commit like He committed to us. He is the designer of that commitment. And see, total commitment brings total freedom. Are you going to plant your flag here this weekend? Is this what you're going to do with the rest of your life? Are you going to bleed Pride America? It's what lets everybody know where you stand. Will people know where you stand when you leave here? Will you look different and walk different and talk different because you made that commitment? See, when we aren't committed to much, our lives won't matter much. Our lives won't matter much. Commitment means staying loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you said it has left you. See, guys, listen, tomorrow and Saturday, you are going to be at another dimension. I mean, you're just going to see so much success, so many people who overcame so much, so many people who looked like you and sounded like you and came from where you came from that won and got it done. And you're going to leave here feeling like $1 million. But it's when you're down in the dumps, when nothing's going right, when you get back home and the chargebacks show up and the people don't, that commitment has got to carry you through. It's no longer going to be about how you feel, but it's going to be about who you are and what you're going to accept out of your life. See, commitment comes first, success second. Well, if I have all this success, if I make all this money, then I'm going to be committed. But folks, it doesn't work like that. And I just love what you're going to see this weekend. You're going to see example after example of deeply committed people. And the deeply committed person, guys, it moves us and it calls us to a deeper commitment. When you see people like Asaad, been here almost 30 years, committed to the cause, an avenger of the crusade, you see that commitment and something about his commitment inspires you, right? It inspires you to want to be more and do more and become more. And Raul, and all the things Raul could have talked about, Raul talked about a guy named John Aquari, who was a runner from Tanzania in the 1968 Olympics. Little known country. Here's a picture of him hobbling down the track. Early in the race, he fell hard, dislocating a knee and severely hurting a shoulder. But instead of giving up, he bandaged up and he continued the race, coming in almost an hour behind the last place finisher in front of him. An hour behind. And so when he got off this track, the reporters asked him, why did you keep running? There's no way you could have won. There's no way you could have placed. Nothing was in it for you except the agony and the pain of finishing this race an hour behind everybody with a dislocated knee and a hurting shoulder. And he said this, my country did not send me 5,000 miles to start the race. They sent me 5,000 miles to finish the race. Here's one thing I know about everybody in this room. You have started the race. The question I have for everybody in this room is, will you finish it? Will you finish it? Nelson Mandela said this. He said, I have fought against white domination. I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if need be, it's an ideal for which I am prepared to die. He was one of the greatest humanitarians of the last century. I think back to our founding fathers and John Adams, who later became one of the presidents that feuded with Thomas Jefferson his whole life. Ironically, 50 years after the Declaration of Independence, on July 4th, 50 years after whatever year 1776 would have been, both Thomas Jefferson and John Adams breathed their last, committed to the cause and the crusade of freedom and the fledgling idea of a nation they started 50 years before. It's so interesting to think about that both of these that if you read their biographies, should have died weeks earlier, but they were at this 50-year mark to see their country that they helped found make it to 50 years old, and they both hung on, and ironically, in a funny turn of events, right, John Adams whispered on his deathbed, "Jefferson lives." Little bit known to him, Jefferson had actually passed away just hours earlier. But these two feuded their entire time, and it's such an interesting thing to see it. And you go back to this time, with this little fledgling nation, 13 colonies, they decide to revolt against the greatest military superpower the world had ever known. They said the sun never set on the British Empire. They had colonies around the world. And you have this unbelievably big navy, this powerhouse of which had never been seen. And you have these 13 little colonies, this ragtag group of rebels who say, we want to be free. We want to call our own shots. We want to make our own way. We believe in this. And so they come together to sign the Declaration of Independence. And Thomas Jefferson said this. He said, if we don't hang together, surely we'll hang together. Because what they did was treason. What they did was treason to their mother country of England. Said, we're not going to do this anymore, and we declare our independence. And in the writings of John Adams, as they debated fiercely, because we all know 4th of July, home of the free because of the brave, we all know this, but at that time it wasn't a popular idea. Like declaring war and treason against the greatest superpower known to man, over here on your own little continent being attacked by Native Americans and plagues and all sorts of different things. It wasn't the best idea in the world to challenge that status quo, and roughly half of the population at the time were loyalists. They didn't believe in the American dream. Things were okay. And in their writings, debating for months, back and forth, these leaders, these heroes, these founding fathers of our freedom we live in today, we can learn so much. And here was this powerful, powerful quote that I read from John Adams. And I think it sums up what it really means to be committed. In their debate back and forth before signing the Declaration of Independence, he said this: sink or swim, live or die, survive or perish, I give my hand and my heart to this vote. And I think there's just something so powerful behind that, because we look back with the eyes of history, but there's no way they could have known what was ahead of them. The battle, the loss, the chances. I give my hand and my heart to this vote. Do you give your hand and your heart to this vote? The vote you're casting for your future. The vote you're casting for your dreams. The vote you're casting for your family. Do you give your hand and your heart to that vote? Or is it just an empty ballot you cast? If the price of his cause was death, John Adams was ready to pay it. And I look at this room and I think, you know what? Everybody in this room, if our child or if our parent or if our brothers and sisters needed it, we would be prepared to make the same sacrifice, wouldn't we? We wouldn't even think twice. You wouldn't think twice? That's how you are. That's what you're born with. And here's the truth. The truth is one day they are going to need us to spend the time, to cut the check, to make the difference, to be the go-to person. My question tonight is, where do you stand? Will you answer the call with commitment? It's not about how you feel. It's about what you decide to do when you leave here, and what you decide to keep doing when it doesn't look like you should anymore. See, where do you stand tonight? Will you make that commitment to follow through when you don't feel like it? To keep going when it gets tough? Will you answer that call with commitment? See, here's the truth. We would die for the people we love. Why won't we live for them? Why won't we live for them? Why won't we pay the price for them? Why won't we dig down and commit to this for them? Why won't we finish the job that we started for them? Why won't we come to the other side on the chasm of commitment and be proud of who we are? and say that we are somebody. That's what this weekend's about for you. It's a chance to be somebody. Somebody you're proud of, somebody who finishes, somebody who gets the job done. Guys, it's our moment. It's our time. Whether you leave here changed. Whether you leave here changed. Guys, listen, the next 2 days are just going to be everything. We got to get there early. We got to stay late, even if it's 100 freaking degrees like now, right? Hey, this team doesn't quit on our dreams, right? This team doesn't give up on our dreams. This team doesn't get tired when it comes to our dreams. We don't get too hot for our dreams. This team rises to the occasion. And so I just want to tell you what, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to be your coach, to be your leader, to be your teammate. Guys, listen, Team Relentless, we're going to meet up at the front afterwards for a team picture. But I just got one question for you. I just got one question for you before we walk out of here. How's everybody feeling?